Sean Price.
Right now.
There we go. You guys are here with Converse doing a show that all the proceeds are going to the One Fund. How important do you think it is for people in hip-hop, to give back to communities that have supported them?
I mean, it's very important. I'm from Brownsville, so, I give back all the time. I had a couple of great years, so, you're supposed to give back, you know what I mean? So, I ain't gonna lie, though. They always say it's better to give than receive. That's bullshit. I love giving. I love getting stuff. But I understand the concept of, donations and helping people and, you know what I mean? But it's better to receive than give, always. I don't want to give Drew High money. I want him to give me money, okay?
But how good does it feel today?
But it feels great, though, you know what I mean? It's for a worthy cause. And, I'm all for it, man, I had a couple of, a year ago, I donated about 60 pair of sneakers to Haitians. I don't know if it helped them, but I know they running fast. You can check my Instagram. I had a bunch of sneakers. I wrote donated. A shitload of sneakers, yeah.
Nice. So Mike Tyson's been out now for 7 months, and it reached the top 10 on the indie and R&B, rap, hip hop charts on the Billboard charts. How's that feel?
I really don't be giving a shit about that, but Drew Ha, my manager, it's his job to care, and he loved it.
What's the reception been like that you've been getting?
It's been all around good. The only bad thing I heard about my album, it was too short. So, my answer to that is listen to it twice. Right.
Who's saying it's too short? That's
what I've heard. You know what I mean? It's all good. I'm not mad. I love it, man. It's too short. Well, listen to it again. I'd rather have it short and banging than long and drawn out and corny. Yeah. So I take that. I'm not even mad at that.
Nice. And you're planning a collab project with Ill Bill. What's the status of the project? When were you looking forward to hearing it?
I have no idea. Me and Bill was talking. We've been talking. Me, Bill, Drew, Eclipse. We all been on the phone trying to figure it out. So we still trying to figure it out. But that's the truth. But we want to do it. You know what I mean? We wanted to work with a certain producer. He's busy. So, we just waiting. We're going to do it, though. But I'm working on some stuff, but I don't want to tell y'all.
Can't say anything?
I just don't want the geekatrons online to be like, yo, where's it at, man? Yeah. So you get it when it's ready, man. You know what I mean? But I'm working, though. Trust me, I'm working.
You hear people as soon as you say you're about to do something, they just start hounding you?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know what I mean? And, the internet, if you add as a friend, you're not really my friend, fam. Right. You know what I mean? So stop talking to me, writing me like that. I'm not really your friend, okay? I don't fucking know you.
You hear that, people on Facebook?
Friend button. You're not my fucking friend, fam. All right? Well,
that's got to be one of the best answers we've ever gotten.
Truth, though. Right? I'm not your friend, Dukes. Don't talk to me like that. Whoa. Click the friend thing. We're not friends. Well, we're not friends. Be clear on that. Clearly, we're not. Stephen A. Smith voice. Clearly, we're not friends. Clearly. You being my friend is asinine, ass 10, ass 11. Stephen A. Smith voice.
There we go. So, in our past interviews with you, you've told us, you're a fan recreationally of mind-altering chemicals. If you could invent a drug, how would you take it, and what would it do?
Perfect drug.
Shit. I think the combination I use right now is perfect, so I don't really know. You know what? I would make a drug to make your kids listen to you. I got a 17-year-old son. He just got some pussy last year. He's going a little pussy crazy. He don't listen. He failed 4 classes. This is bad. It ain't because he out there being a gangster or nothing. He just chasing pussy and shit. So, you know what I mean? So I wish I had a pill that would make him listen and me not to put hands and feet on him. I need that drug made ASAP.
The non-violent parenting pill.
The timeout pill. Right.
So in your song Onion Head, you talk about E-pills, mushrooms, and dust. Have you ever done all 3 at the same time?
Yeah, E-pills and mushrooms, yeah, I have. Actually, when we did Onion Head, my friend came over, and he had the mushrooms and the chocolate fishes. This is a true story. And I ate 2 of them, and still was in the room working with Crisis on the beat, and they gave me Onion Head. I said, yo, I gotta write this shit and lay it down before it kick in. So I literally did Onion Head in like 15 minutes.
Really?
Wrote it, laid it down, stopped still the next session, jumped in between that and did it. And then I went back to my hotel room and the magic began.
Just started freaking out.
But I worked first. Yeah.
Wait, so you can take mushrooms and make music?
Yeah. That time. I did, before Monkey Bar, I used to work in Game Record Studio a lot, man. And me and Aguilar was on several pills one night, and I just could not open my mouth to run because everything was just, it was crazy though, you know what I mean? But yeah.
There's one time I took so many mushrooms, like, it was the first time I ever took them, and I took 1,000,000 of them. You're already shaking your head. More than that. Ah! And then I started smoking weed and drinking, and then all of a sudden, like, I wanted to call my friend and be like, this is what tripping is. And then I heard in my head, this is what tripping is, this is what tripping is, this is what tripping. Have you ever tripped so hard that you've heard shit in your head?
No, but yeah. I was, I took some and went to a drum and bass club, and I don't fuck with that at all. And all I know, I just laid on the floor. I didn't fall. I laid on the floor, smiling. And people walking past me going, yo, that's Helter Skelter. And I was with an actor. I'm not going to, shall remain nameless. You know what I mean? But he was like, yo, you got to get up. He didn't even help me up. He hot too. Like, yo, you got to get up, and left me there. So,
Oh, man.
that was fun. That was fun, though.
So is there anything you can actually talk about that you're excited about, looking forward to the future?
I just did a song with Memphis Bleek the other day, and I just did a song with Black Rob the other day that's real crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was produced by Easy Mo B. That shit sounded real good, man. So, you know, big up my man Black Rob. You know what I mean? Big up Memphis Bleek. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I got some other shit I'm working on. I wish I could tell y'all, but I just don't, because I don't want to have the Geekatrons on my back. So, but yeah, I got some. I'm working. There will be more Sean Price material, and it won't take 5 years.
So you want people to find you online. Make no mistake, you're not his friend.
Not really. But I'll say yes because that's what my manager would want me to say.
Make sure you find him, Sean Price. But you're not his fucking friend.
Sean Price. Find me on Twitter at Sean.
We'll put it up there.
At Sean Mandela. Instagram, same thing. Tumblr, same thing. You know, all that shit, man. Black Planet, I don't know all that, whatever the fuck.
All right, you heard it here first. Sean P, everybody.
Fine. Hi, this is Sean Price. Hi, somewhere within the shell, Sean Price exists. Any hip-hop. Peace. You're not my fucking friend, fam. All right?